Good day to all of you. As you may have noticed, I'm having to use a different account for some of this video, as my regular account has, would you believe it, incurred a yellow card. So cheers to my daughter for letting me use her account. And as you can see, Ingrid is causing quite a bit of trouble on the ladder. Blooming yellow card though. What's that all about? I was shouting infamy from the hilltops.
Crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit.
Don't get me wrong, I do get disconnects, but I always assumed people just didn't like being turned over by modern players spamming basic moves. I might even have been moved to message some of these suspected disconnectors, but who knows? It may have been my connection all along, even though the router never goes down, and when a disconnection occurs, I'm just put back in training.
Hands. Are we the baddies?
Anyway, on to business. Well, first thing is, we just gotta have a look at her heavy auto combo. Now, at first glance, it just looks terrible. The opponent blocks, and hey presto, we are standing there like a goofball at -11 frames. They just need to block, and then they've all the time in the world to just wipe the floor with us. But there is hope. Unlike most of the heavy auto combos from the other characters, this one is cancelable. We can cancel into a sunshot fireball, and all of a sudden, we are back in the driving seat. I would definitely recommend the OD arcing sunshot, which you get by pressing special and auto together with the joystick in the back position. This will hit if the opponent tries to push any buttons, and on block, you are at +2 frames, but the opponent is pushed a little way away from you. So every time they block your auto heavy, you cancel into sunshot, and if they don't block, you just let the auto heavy wend its merry way, all the way to completion. The auto heavy combo completes in 3 different ways, depending on how many sun crests you have stored up. And you can get a sun crest by pressing special with the joystick held in the back down diagonal position. If the opponent has fallen asleep at the far end of the screen, you can just keep the button pressed down and keep on building them. So if you have no sun crests, the auto heavy finishes with you building a sun crest. If you have 1 crest, the auto combo ends with a forward vanishing sun teleport. And if you have 2 or more sun crests, then you do a longer combo ending in the sunrise anti-air move. Okay, so they've blocked your auto heavy and you've thrown out the OD sunshot, and they've blocked that as well. You've pushed them back and are at +2. What to do? Well, neutral heavy seems to be just your man. It has the range to connect and will punish most button mashing from your opponent. This hits with remarkable frequency because the opponent has a bit of false confidence being so far away. On hit this neutral heavy, combos right back into the auto heavy again, and que sera sera. Whatever will be, will be. Set the dummy on block all, and put in crouching light as the block reversal with a block count of 3, and get this string of moves in your muscle memory. But then we get them in the corner, and now the OD sunshot has nowhere to push them back to. The neutral heavy won't work anymore, but no worries. Just get straight into the auto light combo and you're golden. Get plenty of practice in with the dummy with this as well. We are really blessed with the speed of startup with Ingrid's auto combos. 4-frame startup with the auto light and 6-frame startup with the auto heavy. This is really good compared to other characters' modern combos, and they're cancelable too. So there's no excuses for getting caught with those drive impacts now. At the end of the auto light combo, we have the sunrise anti-air move. We also get this move after the auto heavy if you have 2 sun crests. This is quite a nice little air juggle, as you can immediately jump in or neutral jump if you are in the corner mashing auto heavy all the way, and it will hit with a cross up before they can get out their fastest normal move. It seems pretty safe also. If the opponent has shown himself handy with a wake-up OD uppercut, then you can just jump in and block instead of hitting a button and hopefully punish their trigger happiness. Quite often they will try their level 1 super as you are happily flying through the air. No worries, just abort mission and block. You should be laughing. So, there we are. Get jumping in and hit that auto heavy. If you are a bit closer and within cross-up range, you need to cross them up with one press of auto medium before continuing on with your auto heavy. As you can see, I have been totally milking Ingrid's light and heavy auto combos. It's certainly 50% of my game. The light auto juggle, jump in, and then onto the heavy auto sequence. As I say, it does seem safe enough, and always good to have a plan, especially when it comes together. Now what about the other 50% of the build? Well, of course, we are totally abusing the teleport and throwing out plenty of sunshots at range. As with Dhalsim's teleport and Blanka's hop, you need to map all 3 hit buttons together onto one button to make things easy. I only use Ingrid's back teleport and her down teleport. The back teleport moves you backwards, which is ideal for spacing and keeping out of trouble, and her down teleport gives you her flying shoulder charge, which is her main way of getting in. It is +2 frames on block, so it's really great. On block, you can follow it up with the auto light, which will always beat any button mashing by your opponent. When they are softened up to that and are blocking, you can just grab them. The back special arcing sunshot is your friend here, providing plenty of cover for your teleport in. Just randomly teleport in between a random number of sunshots to make it difficult to predict when you will appear. Throw in an OD sunshot now and then to cause more damage and disrupt DI attempts. But really, at +2, you can easily respond with your own DI. Having a yellow or red card is an absolute pain in the derriere when it comes to matchmaking. You can only match with others with a card, so the pool of reprobates is pretty small, and the wait time can easily be 15 minutes or more. You do get a good cross-section of ranks though. I've played against anything from mid-gold to high master rank players, so it's all good experience. I must say the skill levels between gold and master are not as great as you might think. Gold and platinum players are much more aggressive, so really you have to be ready to block and punish, and also spend the match hovering above the DI button, because that will be 50% of their game.
Was that too much?
So here's a few decent ladder rounds. If you can't be bothered with all that, skip to 14 minutes 41 seconds for a brief look at the level 3 super and also a super high damage combo that can be completed with one hand, blindfolded.
Was that too much?
So, Ingrid's level 3 super is really strong. I tend to just let it rip from the auto heavy combo, but it can be thrown out easily on its lonesome. It has a full screen range and will hit any time the opponent is unable to block, such as when they fire a projectile or if they are in the air. It can be tricky to time though, worth bearing in mind.
Stay down.
And here's an easy high damage combo. If you have 2 crests, you can go forward heavy, then forward special and auto together. Then straight into the level 3 while they are juggled in the air. If you have 4 crests, you can do it twice for close to 6,000 damage. Oh, and as an aside, if you hit with an OD Sunflare, which is down special and auto, you can immediately hit with a forward teleport. If you have 2 or more crests, then the Sunflare is full screen and will vaporize any would-be fireballer. Nice to see.